So anyway, when I watched my first episode of Rugrats, I was either at my house or my grandmother's house. But I think I was at my grandmother's house. The second episode of Rugrats that I watched was Meet the Carmichaels. When Rugrats first came on TV, I watched it because I like cartoons anyway. And I was watching the children's channel that we had at the time. And Rugrats just came on, and I thought it was really good. I really enjoyed it. I thought the storylines were good and that it was funny. So I just really enjoyed it, and that's how I became a fan of the show. The second episode that I watched was Meet the Carmichaels, where Susie and her family move in and they first join the show. And I remember I watched that at my own home. The TV we had at the time was kept in the living room. So my mum and dad would have been in the room at the time that I was watching it. Anyway, the episode starts where Tommy, Phil, and Lil are all playing in the mud and throwing piles of mud at each other and laughing and giggling the way babies do. And I told my mom at the time that, oh, this new show had come on, that I'd seen it and I liked it, and could I watch it? And she said yes, I could. Then she seen what was going on when it first started, and I don't think she thought much of it. She just seen the babies playing with mud and she was like, this is the show you want to watch? And I said yes. But anyway, that was the end of it, and she just let me carry on watching it. But anyway, I watched that episode and I enjoyed it. So anyway, the rest is history, and I became a fan of the Rugrats. Over time, I just carried on watching the episodes. I carried on watching the show. I enjoyed it. And because I lived with my parents and my mum was in the room, she would actually have to watch it with me. And over time, she got used to it and she saw it was a good show and she actually enjoyed it herself. My mum was not a big fan of cartoons, but she did like the odd cartoon. If she thought the storylines were good and that, then she liked the odd one, but she didn't like every single cartoon. So she was not a a huge fan of cartoons like I am. But because I was a fan of the show, she let me watch it, and over time she got to like it herself. Though the one character that she did not like was Angelica, because Angelica was a bully, so she didn't really like Angelica, but she liked the rest of the characters, and she especially liked Phil and Lil because they're such fun characters and they're so funny. And she really liked the Rugrats in Paris movie where Chucky finds a mother. This is the actual annual that she got me, and it's from 1988. I mean, 1998, not 1988. 1998. And it has a picture of the main characters on it. It has Tommy, Phil, Lil, Chucky, Angelica, and Spike. Then, if you open it, it tells you what sort of things are in the annual. And it has a nice picture of the Rugrats there. And I remember reading it. I remember reading the stories and stuff. And I remember there's a quiz in it, a personality quiz, which tells you which Rugrat you are most like. And I remember doing this with my mom, and I actually got Tommy. And when you get Tommy, it says, "You're definitely like Tommy, the leader of the gang, and always in search of excitement. But don't get too bossy or you'll turn into Angelica."